Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. We've about 60 years until the original start of Crusader Kings 2, so that's something to, I guess, look forward to. Let's take a look around at the world a little bit. Just a kind of broad strokes here. Looks like Giga France is slowly breaking up. Byzantines are staying together pretty well. There's been a split here in the Umayyads, but nothing really major. It's just a matter of, you know, what's going on. And Mali has slowly been knocked into this tiny corner here. So, last time we've gotten a small part of Arabia, our first part of Arabia here, Daman. And we're going to be slowly working to take the rest of it. But we're also trying to sow some dissent within the Byzantines so that we can get this province away from them, hopefully from a vassal, so they don't piss off the Basilius himself, which could cause some major problems. He seems to be in some wars here. He's apparently the ill ruler. Don't know why that is. However, they are at war with some of these people down here. And it's just a matter of time before they take over the rest of Syria and probably down towards this stuff. This Jerusalem stuff is involved with the decision that the Byzantines get to create the Roman Empire. I don't know if I want to prevent them from doing that or not. Because it's very dangerous to try to fight them when they're united, which they are right now. But I don't know if I want to let them do that because it's dangerous for them to be that huge. And it'll be a nice, I guess, change to not have the Byzantines compared to the other game, which we did have the Byzantines. So I think in the long run, we're going to be wanting to get rid of them. And some people are worried about me becoming too strong. Do not worry about it right now. I can easily break up the empire voluntarily if I want to. And I probably will end up doing that. Just keep in mind that the Mongols are coming. And a lot of people seem to be underestimating them. And they come in multiple waves. As far as I know, they come in different successive waves, and there's at least two that I know of: the original one that comes in here, and the Timurids, which come later. The Mongol Empire is the first one, but I'm not sure if the Ilkhanate is still a thing or not. And then, of course, the Golden Horde comes up here. And there was the point was made that I had an easy time in Crusader Kings 1 after the initial instability over here. That's not precisely true. Because part of the reason I did that well is because I didn't bother the Byzantines. In this game, I'm going to be actively trying to bother them once I get myself into a better position. And I did fight them at the end, but that was when they were kind of unstable and I was really, really strong. And it's still not that easy to fight these guys. And that's Crusader Kings 1, which was a much more exploitable game. Probably slightly more difficult than this game, but just don't worry about my decisions in this, at least at this point. I can basically do whatever I want and then break off different sections. I mean, I can just literally go, hey, you can be independent. Not in this guy, because he's not my direct vassal, but this guy. Just go, hey, grant independence. No, but he's not a de jure vassal, so I can't. But eventually he will be. And in like some, what's the time frame? I think, yeah, about 70, 80 years. This will be de jure Persian Empire, and I can just grant them independence and not have to worry about it. Or I can just ferment you know, give them some shitty stuff and do all kinds of bad things to them. So, which would make them not like me. And then of course I can just do some stuff in modding. I want this game to be far more difficult than the other one. I had far too easy of a time once we got into the later stages of EU3, partially because I inherited England, but also partially because I was so well set up over here, and I don't want that to happen again. Because of that, I'm going to be avoiding going into Africa, with the exception of possibly going into Egypt. And of course, plans can change. One of the goals of this is to bring Zoroastrianism back into the world, and to do that we do have to expand. And these stupid pagans up here are not being very receptive to my wanting to bring them the teachings of some dudes. But the second way of doing that is to literally conquer them and then put in them by force. Let's go ahead and try putting them in here, just as a joke. I'm not really looking for restrictions at this point, because yes, I'm really strong right now. Yes, I will probably beat all these guys pretty easily if I'm careful. You saw last time how even a seemingly minor war can have lots of consequences when all these guys have the same religion and can come in at me. That doesn't mean that it's not going to be a problem if, say, I have a vassal that suddenly dies on me, and then his heir hates me, and I've accumulated like a -12 or something vassal hatred, and then he suddenly declares war on me, and then the Byzantines declare war on me, or Crusader declares war on me. Random things can happen, or my guy dies in battle, and I have an 11-year-old in charge. It's not necessarily something that can be trusted to be stable the whole time. So just, you know, I appreciate the advice and everything, and I am definitely keeping everybody's opinions in mind when I'm doing this stuff, but just don't worry about me growing too big. That is not going to be a problem. Okay, so with that out of the way, we're going to keep going here. The next step, I guess, since we have a truce with the Hashmans... I have a truce with the Hashmans. Would be to perhaps... No, I'm going to let my my retinue build back up again, and we're going to take one of these things from Tigris. So I'm just going to be sitting here waiting, see if anything happens. And another thing is that you can't... In Crusader Kings 1, you could just, like, give money to people, and you would have so much money that you could just give a shitload of money to people, and they would... cool. And they would just like you forever because you gave them a shitload of money. That's not the case in this game. You can't do that. It's a temporary thing. Well, hey. It's a temporary thing that is very much based on their traits. So let's go back to trying to convert people. Yep. Oh, hey. I didn't remember that Baghdad converted. That's nice. Looks like this is converted to Orthodox very quickly. So, staying out of the way of the Byzantines is not going to be something we can do forever. How do my vassals feel about me? 100, 100, 100. Slightly less. Pretty much everyone has a pretty good opinion of me. This guy's the only one with one below 50, and that's because he's ambitious. Divine Marriage, Personal Diplomacy, Elective Monarchy Succession, Long Reign. I gave him a thing. I mean, he's my Spy Master. Minus 17 for Foreigner. Okay, so we're getting a lot of bonuses to stuff. One of the things I was thinking about doing was raising the Crown Authority to high. Now what this is going to do is give everybody a minus 20 opinion, because it's a minus 30 for changing it, and a minus 20 from this. Well, it's only going to be a minus 40 because it's just 10 higher than this, which I'm already getting a penalty for. Not necessarily so that I can change my succession laws. I like elective succession. This is probably going to change my election chances, probably not to the point where I'm not going to be able to win the election, but to the point where it's not going to be as easy. Most of the reasons I want to do this is because of the side effects. As you can see, there's a levy bonus, and they can't go out of the realm. Eventually you want to do this so that you can make your vassals not be able to fight amongst themselves, which is what this does, but this will make them do it outside of it. Now, I don't necessarily like that, because it makes it so that they don't declare war to suit their own needs, which I like. I like when my vassals do that. But after a certain point, it becomes kind of a problem when they start expanding too fast in several directions and become stronger than you. So eventually that's going to have to be curbed. I have been talking for about 10 minutes about nothing that's actually happening in the game at the moment. So let's prevent that. Did Kassala get bigger? Oh, they got conquered. Okay, so no more Ethiopian rulers. That's unfortunate. Maybe we can fix that. That's another thing. We could, like, become Zoroastrian world police. Just like go and reinstate some Ethiopians. That'd be pretty cool. It'd be nice to have some powerful African leader who is actually African rather than being Breton. Cut my son Vondad lying to me again, straight to my face without batting an eye. He's turning out pretty well. And what's that? An innocent servants into the stocks. Let's talk to him about honesty. Yeah, be honest, man. It's cool. Which makes his intrigue 0. Whatever. He's not going to be an intrigue guy. Right, is their war over? I need to get this so that I can give it to Hafez here. He still doesn't make kids. This is fine. It makes me his heir. That's cool. I don't know why he wants this. Or whatever. How's this war going? Not well. Regardless of the outcome. Cool. Regardless of the outcome, we will get an advantage of this. Temperance is a virtue, man. That's great. What is our education? Thrifty clerk. So, they're unlikely to get super education from me, which is alright. Lotharingia is kind of doing some weird stuff here. Whatever. When I'm not doing anything, I like to look around to see what's going on. I'd really like to just try to find anyone I can who I can convert. Bithynia is strong. I mean, they're just going to imprison them. That's how it works. But, you know, eventually you might... you might get lucky, and they won't. But... not right now. Hey. Was that the one that was converted? Yeah. I thought it was, which is why I did that. But I wasn't actually sure. Convert my own provinces first, before I move on. And it's based on the learning stat of the guy. Local dignitaries visiting together with his pretty young wife. Oh, right. Oh, that's mean. I'm gonna steal her stuff. Told you last time. Alright. Speaking of which, let's check our concubines. Still nubile? Excellent. Maybe our, well, we're still 40. We're maimed. Yeah, we got wounded in that war. I think. I'm pretty sure we did. We're still pretty good. Doesn't actually lower our fertility. So that's alright. And it's not like we can go hunting. I didn't think that, I mean, pretty sure at this point in time there were, like, tigers and shit. You'd think that'd be great to hunt. But apparently we don't do that. Sinjar. Where's Sinjar? Somewhere up here. Right here. So where did the Shia pop up? They're probably already gone. Oh, over here. Wow. That's what happened. Okay. The Shia took over here. Alright. That explains things. Now, I'm not necessarily concerned about these guys. They look like they have a lot of stuff. And they have some good stuff in Egypt, but I think I'm still stronger than them. And I'll probably get control of this well before they show up, and I can have my troops in place before I can even see them crossing the border. I should build some improvements. Let's see. I can't do this because my church infrastructure is too low. Alright. I can build the university when I have enough money. That's really expensive. Do I have any cheap improvements? It's pretty cheap. Okay. Wait, let him go. Hey. And so once my retinue comes back to full strength, which I think it is now, maybe. I can attack these places. So I'm converting Karbala, so that's cool. It's cool to see the Yoshita clan still here. Yes, even especially after all that crap I had to deal with the Mazdakis up here. It was kind of concerning that that would kind of fester. That would have been kind of cool, actually. Are you? He's not. Seriously, man. Why do you keep accusing people of heresy? That's not cool, bro. Right. Okay. So let's go ahead and declare war on this guy. For... I guess it doesn't really matter. And we'll see if we can deal with this with just our own troops. Which I'm sure we can. I mean, considering the size of this. But it's highly likely we're going to have to deal with far more than just this. Alright. Where's a good place to put my spy master here? How about here? Okay. I lowered my vassals, my things to let them replenish a little bit. Watch these guys rebuild. Okay. Here they come. Let's do it here. This guy's about to get owned. Here, just being very careful here. Conserve my my resources. Not paying attention to what's going on here, but I'm sick of always being kind to everyone. Feel my wrath. I lose the trait kind, and I improve my intrigue because of that. Cool. Okay. So the last thing to do is to improve our diplomacy. I think we'll be the perfect guy. Just out of curiosity, are you ready to give up? Of course you do. I'm not going over there, though. I've already got what I need, so time is on my side here. When you attack somebody, they have to... you have to get the holdings that you're going after. And then, as long as if it takes you a long time to do that, then it makes their war score go up. As the time goes on, if you take that, it'll make their war score go down. Sorry, here he comes with another group. See, ours just went up to 38%. Are you a heretic? Seriously, he's not a heretic, bro. Apparently I have vassal troops here. Okay. Looks like my Astaba was imprisoned. By this guy, okay. Hey, Nard. You want to help me out, bro? I don't know why I did that, but that's fine. Oh, right. Sure, whatever. Alright. Well, apparently that didn't work out well. Before, that's probably why he was imprisoned. Maybe we can fix that. Now they're gonna be trying to come in through here. Ah, there we go. Good job. That's fine. I kind of want to get the procedure myself, but yeah. And I want to wait until he comes into my land to actually go after him, rather than defending the province, because it's harder for them to get out of enemy territory than to come in. Let's see, July 2nd, July 4th. This will catch him. Die. And we captured a sheik. Let's go to Karbala again. You got more guys? I do. Hey man, we can increase our cavalry. I'm gonna increase my heavy infantry. Need to keep things pretty balanced. Apparently I can advance into something else. Ooh, how about church infrastructure? Hey, means I can build this. Cool. It's being very strategic. I have all the time in the world. When his troops from Africa arrive, I can see them coming across here. Bandad is a thrifty clerk. Not too bad. Alright. Is this my daughter? Works out. We'll get something for him eventually. Right, here's a couple more groups of dudes. Nope. Rot. And I've got a sheik, so I'm gonna get some money out of this. Expect them to be coming in through here fairly soon. Just sit and wait. And because he's got to ship his armies piecemeal like this, I can just tear them apart with my small retinue. Relatively small retinue. It's a pretty big retinue. Probably the Byzantines are the only ones who have a bigger retinue than me. Maybe Venice. They get shitloads of money. Oh, here comes a smaller group that's going to join it. Whatever. Now they could come in through another way, so I gotta be careful. Just watch. That's what happened before. They just kind of popped up behind where I was paying attention to. So is this a different ruler now? Do I have armies raised? Oh. I do. That's not who I was looking at. Yeah, so this is, it's okay for me to attack him again. It's a lot of ships, but not a lot of dudes in them. Bye. There we go. See? Easy peasy. And people were saying I'd need 100%. I didn't even have to fight them outside of this. Yeah, this is not like Crusader Kings 1. I can give this to somebody. Do I have any kids who are trained as priestlies? Now that would be a waste of him. I'll just make a new one. Gives me a free vassal. Hey, free vassal. Do a thing. Alright, now, Let's turn our attention to something else. Now we keep going down here to Duzabi. This is a cool name. Most of this stuff is pretty garbage. Except this down here. It's pretty good. Now, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to come across here. Because they will holy war the shit out of me if I do this. But, Nefaud is probably the best idea there. Or Arabia. Now, Nefaud is complete garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. The only thing worse is this. This doesn't even have the other thing built. And there's some stuff up here that's, like, even worse. Oh my god, no holdings. But, as far as the immediate area, this is the worst. This here. Shaka. Cool. So this is Arabia. And this is part of Medina. So, Arabia is this. That's much better than Nefaud. And I would only need one war. However, Nefaud is... I don't know. And look at the supply limit there. Jesus. Very bad. Though it does make it a good kind of bulwark against these guys down here. Well, let's think about this. Well, I suppose going against the Abbasids is the clear choice here. Getting rid of them as soon as possible to take this is fine. And then I can take Arabia from the Hashemites. If I declare war on the Abbasids, the Hashemites will probably get involved anyway. So I might as well declare war on both of them at the same time. But that can really backfire on you. And I'd have really stupid borders if I went after Arabia right now. So it'd be like, bleh, and then it would just be this small connection here. Although it would cut off the Hashemites from the rest of the Arab world and give me a connection with Egypt. The Abbasids are a bit stronger than they look here because they have part of Egypt. There or with somebody else. These guys are not. He's on a pilgrimage. That's a very small pilgrimage. He lives like next door. What does that mean as far as him controlling stuff, though? I don't know. You know what? I'm going to save this till next time.